And we are back for another video. What is up, everyone? My name is Greg. I'm a second-year medical student living in Brisbane. On this channel, I take you through my journey through medical school here, as well as my journey through my self-development that I'm working on. Today, I'm going to take you through a little tour of my room, and when I say little, I mean a very brief, as well as a tour of my desk. If you enjoy listening to me blab, and if you want to hear me kind of struggle through pretending like I know anything about interior design, stick around. Anyways, you ready? Let's go. And here we are at our first stop, my whiteboard. Look, here it is. Anyways, I don't actually use this too much on a day-to-day basis anymore. I mostly work on my keyboard to do most of my work, but I still like to have this here for a few reasons. When I'm brainstorming ideas, I definitely like to just be able to jot it down really quick. If I am working through a complex like medical concept for school, I would much rather prefer to be drawing it out here, making kind of diagrams and stuff like that. Or if I have some urgent items on my to-do list, even though I have my regular to-do list on Apple Notes, I would just rather have them here. That way I see it every time before I leave. And here is this right here. Let's just bring this. Was a super cute, very lovely gift given to me by my girlfriend. Right here, this reads, "I will miss you." This was kind of a sweet going away, congratulations on getting into school / how dare you leave me and move to the other side of the world to pursue it. Gift. It was absolutely the perfect gift. I don't have a whole lot of art in my room. You know, you have a piece of paper and you write some words on it. It's cute, but if you put that into a shadow frame, it becomes contemporary art. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like being part of growing up to become an adult is that you stop posting posters up on the back side of your door and you start hanging things in frames. So here's to growing up. Moving on. Okay, now before we move on to the main event, the desk setup, I just want to take a quick pit stop here to show you my nightstands, or as I like to call it, my charging station, as you can see here. The room actually came with one of them on either side of the bed, but I needed to make room for my desk and I didn't know where else to put them. So there you have it, 2 on one side of the bed. I don't know, that's kind of contemporary, isn't it? Maybe I just don't know what contemporary art is. That is okay. Bed. So I had to film this bit in the daytime, that way I can show you what I use this pillow for. This actually is not mine. I think it belongs to the owners. It came with the room. I didn't really know where else to put it, so I ended up putting it here right by my windows by the balcony. And I noticed that in the daytime when the sun is out, it hits this pillow and turns my room into a disco. Let me show you. Ooh. So I thought we'd start with my chair. This was $60 at IKEA, and let me tell you, this is straight up not a good time, fam. I wanted to get things cheap at IKEA just because I knew that my time here was temporary, so I didn't want to invest too much. However, the chair is the one piece that I wish I would have just splurged on. Guys, seriously, as medical students, you spend basically your whole life in this chair, so it's important that you are comfortable in it and you take care of yourself. I'll go ahead and drop a couple of links to better ones. I probably would recommend something like Craigslist or like Facebook Marketplace, you'll often find some pretty good gems there as well. Anyways, that's enough about that. Let's go on to the desk. And here is my tiny desk setup, my battle station. As you can see, it's pretty compact, but it fits everything that I need perfectly in order to get work done. Barely fits me, as you can see, but that's not what I mean when I mean compact. I mean that there isn't really much room left for snackage, and I am certainly guilty of being a desk snacker. But anyways, yeah, so this is where I do all of my work, all of my video editing. It's just here on this laptop that's connected to this monitor and my mouse over there, actually. So this is my mouse pad right here, and here is my mouse. There's nothing really, it really looks fancy, but it's not, and you certainly don't need this. This is just a comfort thing for me, just because I used to be a gamer, and so ergonomically I just feel much more comfortable navigating with this. The monitor though is definitely something I would recommend looking into. It has certainly made my life so much easier and my mind so much clearer when I'm working on a paper for a class, or if I'm doing questions, or even Ankis. It's just easier to see it on a bigger screen. I got this one this is an LG 24-inch LED, and I got this on sale for, I think, just about $100 Australian. And if you're gonna go in for one, I'd recommend getting a stand as well. That way it's elevated, especially if you are gonna work like me on 2 screens. It helps to have them like that. As you can see, I have this organic, sustainable monitor mount over here. It's an Amazon box, but you know what? It works. Look, I did something like this in Boston. Actually, I had like 3 boxes, and that was my desk. Look, some people say it's cheap. I call it productive. Anyways, definitely something to look into, the monitor. All right, on to the last bit. So the last bit of this tour, these 2 lights over here, I'll talk about the one that's not mine first, which is that better looking one over there. I think it belongs to the owners of this place. It came with the room. I don't really know how much it is, but if it's like any of the other handmade art-like pieces here in the apartment, it's probably very expensive. And I use it against the wall. I use it just to diffuse light and adds a bit of mood to the room. I've also experimented with using it as B-roll shots. That's been kind of interesting. This one, however, is mine. This lamp is from IKEA. You can see it's pretty contemporary looking. It's got a base that also works as a wireless charger, but it was $100. It was a bit of overkill, if I'm honest. No one really needs a desk lamp of that price. So definitely you don't have to get something like that. But if you are looking to add a little spice to your desk, one thing that's always been recommended to me is adding a splash of green. Most people opt for a plant. As you can see, I've got this cute boy over here, but he sadly does not fit on my tiny desk, so I had to downsize with this guy right here. Still sticking with the green theme. That concludes the tour. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I probably won't be making another desk tour anytime soon, just because it's not going to change much for me. This works fine, at least until I move to New Orleans for my 3rd and 4th year. But in any case, if you enjoyed listening to me ramble, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much again. I'll see you.